Let's talk about our Coachella Valley, from lifestyle, beauty, food, fun, and much more. This is Desert Chat with your host, Sandy Newton.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Desert Chat. I'm Sandy Newton. Thanks so much for joining us. You know, each week we meet all the great people and businesses and nonprofits from around our valley and from around our table. First up, well, happy Mother's Day to all of you moms out there. It is a day, of course, dedicated to celebrating all the great moms in our lives. We want you to know that we see you and we love you and we know how hard you are working and often feel overlooked. But on this day, we honor you and we thank you for all that you do. The first-time moms, the moms of multiples, the aunties and grandmas who take on the roles of mothers at times, and of course, all of you who love and nurture loved ones as moms do. We wish you a very happy Mom Day. For me, it's the best job I've ever had, and I'm so grateful to my two precious sons for making me a mom, changing my life forever and for the good. And now, as we celebrate these great role models, let's remember that part of loving and nurturing like a mom is a task we should all take on to our fellow neighbors, especially those in need. And few do it better in our valley than our friends at the Coachella Valley Rescue Mission. Welcome back to Desert Chat, as always, Kristen.
Thank you so much for having me.
We love seeing you. And you know what? We want to talk, last time we talked about the need for toiletries, but we didn't say travel size. And let's talk about that because that's a very important part of it.
It is. You know, we have our outreach teams that go out 5 days a week. And so in 2 of the cities, we're able to offer portable showers. Nice. So we want to be able to supply those needs to those individuals that we meet in the streets, as well as our emergency shelter. It's more feasible for them to use the travel size so they can hand those out to each individual. Right. So that is definitely a push.
Right, so we're grateful for the donations,
yes,
but travel size would be helpful for sure.
Very much.
And of course, as we heat up, water.
Yes. Bottled water is definitely in the need throughout the summer. And that's the same thing, all of the clients we have at the mission, but definitely for those that are out into the community with our outreach team, we want to make sure they have enough water for them.
Absolutely. And you know what? It's hard to believe because we're just in May, but we're going to have to start talking about Backpack Drive.
Yeah, starting in June, you should start seeing boxes around the valley and with all of our community partners for our backpack and school supply drive.
That's so great. And you do work with the school districts who really depend upon these donations.
Yes, and we make sure to have a morning event and have a drive-through event in August, so we'll make sure to have that going on before school even starts.
That is so great. Well, the summer is a busy time because, of course, the heat does take a toll on the unhoused. So you
yes,
really do so much in our community, and we're so grateful for all that you do. Talk to us about how the needs kind of do ramp up in the summer.
Well, you know, there's less people here in the valley because we have our snowbirds who go away, right, and of course it's getting hot. So we want to make sure that the people who are in need now that might be a little bit more visible, even though they've already been out there, it's hot. So they need a place to go, they need supplies. We need to make sure that they are safe and well. And not everyone wants to come in and be in program in the mission. So we want to be able to meet their needs and make sure that they're taken care of as much as we possibly can.
Yeah, your outreach team is amazing. The fact that you actually do go out in the community and do go and help on the streets, not necessarily just those who come to the shelter.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, we are so grateful for all you do. Thank you,
Thank
Kristen,
you so much, Sandy.
And remember, water and travel-sized toiletries.
Exactly.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Such important information. Thanks so much, Kristen. Next up, well, you may or may not know that recently our friends at Paseo Jewelry had a very frightening robbery. Everyone is okay, thank goodness, and the thieves were apprehended within minutes. But let's find out more from our dear friend, Rancho Mirage. Rancho, today we're going to talk about a very serious topic, something that occurred in your beautiful jewelry store that has become a common occurrence, and luckily everything worked out well for you, but you had a theft.
Hello everybody, I'm Peter Dow. We are following breaking news out of Palm Desert where a jewelry store robbery just took place. News Channel 3's Bianca Ventura is live at the scene right now with more. And Bianca, I understand all of the suspects involved have now been found and arrested.
Yes, so it is a common occurrence, but it happens all the time. This is not the first time It happened to us, and this is not the last time it happened to us. When you are in this business, you have to accept it, but pray that it doesn't happen to you.
So they came in as customers.
Yes, so they came in as customer. We were busy. The other two employees were busy. I was busy here, but there were more people up front. So I just left these two customers here and I went up front. So these two people from the three people, they wanted to go out. And normally our door opens up, but this time the door was not opening. I think door knew that they are stealing something.
Right.
So I buzzed them open. And when they step out, they both had hats. So she thought the lady who had ring from her, she's running out. She said, don't let her get out. She has a ring. Well, I go to Starbucks and I said, excuse me, and they were almost end of other Starbucks near on San Pablo. I said, excuse me. They started running. I ran a little bit and then I said, no, that's not a good idea. Within 10 minutes, they were caught. We got our 3 pieces back by the evening. I'll tell you something about Sheriff Station in Palm Desert. These guys solve problems on El Paseo.
Yeah.
And these guys do a great job. And
Within
I hope,
10 minutes, that's amazing.
Amazing. And, we should take care of them. They have thankless job. People get upset at them all the time. Everybody makes a mistake. Mistakes happen in life. But overall, they are protecting you. They are serving you. So they should be taken care.
A good ending to the story. We're so happy everyone is safe. The merchandise is back. But we do want to thank
and the bad guys are in jail.
And the bad guys are in jail.
Yeah.
Of course, we are so very grateful that everyone is okay, dear friend, and what really great and quick work done by our local law enforcement. Thank you so much for all you do to help keep us safe. We are grateful. Don't go away. When we come back, we're talking about a couple of great ideas for moms, so stay with us. Welcome back to Desert Chat. Well, it is one of the most treasured traditions with our friends in the UK, and now you can treat your mom or treat yourself to high tea every Sunday at Willie's in Rancho Mirage. It is such a fabulous new addition to our Valley's restaurant scene that award-winning host of Best of California, Pat Pattinson, came out to the desert to visit and highlight this fun afternoon treat on his show, which airs here locally every Sunday afternoon at 12:30 p.m. on our sister station, CW5. And as a bonus, our favorite and most fabulous local restaurateur, Willie Ryan, stopped by to give us a few proper tea tips. Welcome to Desert Chat, Pat.
Good to be here. Good to be here.
It's turnaround is fair play. You had me on your show, Best of California, which airs on our sister station.
I'm Pat Pattison, and I love California. That episode is going to be Sunday, May 26th at 12:30, and then repeats June 2nd at 12:30.
Nice. And we were so honored to be on your show. You came out to the Coachella Valley. Of course, you cover all of California, but you wanted to know what's happening here. And we had tea at Willie's, which was amazing. High tea. What a fun afternoon.
It was the best, and I have to admit, I was not hip on high tea. So, Sandy, you had to tell me to go get a jacket, how to do the pinky. It was a ball.
It was so much fun. And for our viewers who haven't found Best of California yet on the dial, it is a great show because you really do cover all of our beautiful state with so many little known attractions and events.
We try to find the hidden gems. I'm trying to kind of pick up where Huell-Hauser left off.
Yes.
I'm a native. My family came here in the 1880s, so we've been around forever.
Wow.
So it's a little bit of different slant. I worked at Disney, so we have a lot of things that we talk about. And yeah, we love California. I love California. There's enough bad news out there.
Yes.
We're all about the good news of California.
For sure, for
yeah.
sure. And we were honored to be a part of
Thanks,
it. And
thanks.
you're also an author. I love this.
Yes.
Create,
Well,
U-turn.
Creative U-turn. So this was my story about how I kind of in semi-retirement, I was able to shift into some things, kind of a passion project, this California show. And I travel all over the state, and I get to work with my daughter Liza, who's here.
I love
and,
that.
And it's just a ball. We have a good time.
Well, where can our viewers get your
They
book?
can get this on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, any place they buy books. We have a website, which is bestofcal.tv. So bestofcal, C-A-L.tv, and they can find information about where the show airs and that kind of thing.
Fantastic. And once again, our show airs.
Yes, so we are on the CW, Palm Springs CW5, Sunday, May 26th, 12:30 p.m., Sunday, June 2nd, 12:30 p.m.
Great. Well, we'll see you on TV. Pinkies up.
They're pinkies up.
And you're going to come back and we'll do more segments.
Would love that, love that.
Cheers.
Thanks, Andy.
So fun. Thank you so much, Pat and Willie. Where are we going to next? I will definitely be there. Well, you know, it was a classic award-winning film adapted from a classic award-winning novel back in 1975. Dave the Locust will be screening at the Palm Springs Cultural Center to celebrate its 50th year anniversary, and iconic celebrity photographer and local desert resident Michael Childers will be in attendance, along with other Hollywood insiders, for a very special discussion of the film afterwards with TCM host and another desert resident, Dave Karger. Let's find out more. Welcome back, Michael and Dave. Welcome. So happy to have you on Desert Chat, because this is a big event we're talking about. The return of a seminal film, 1975, Day the Locust, the book, of course, written in the 30s. And Michael, you know, tell us, why is this film so important?
I think it's a statement not about just about Hollywood, about American society at that time, that America seemed to be collapsing in fear and fascism. It sounds like a little bit like now.
Right.
I'm worried. I'm worried about now. And this is a flashback to what happened then and reflective of what we are now.
Wow.
And it's shown through the metaphor of Hollywood and the collapse of certain things in Hollywood, and the dream catcher of the young people going for stardom. Now they go for stardom, but it's on Facebook in the last 15 seconds.
And it's not a movie you get to see very often.
No,
Well,
it's
let's
very
talk
rare.
about that. Not even on Turner Classic Movies.
I don't know if we've ever shown it. Certainly, I've never introduced it on TCM. But it's got Donald Sutherland and Karen Black and Jackie Earle Haley. It's directed, of course, by Michael's late partner, John Schlesinger, just a couple of years after Midnight Cowboy, which won the Oscar for Best Picture. And there's been so many great movies about Hollywood. This is one of the best, one of the most cynical for sure. It almost turns into a horror movie by the end. And it's going to be really special to see it on a big screen at the Camelot Theater, as it was intended to be seen.
It's one of the great cinematographers of all time, Conrad Hall.
Yes.
And it's just, the work is beautiful.
Well, what a treat for all of us to be able to go to the Camelot and see the film, 50th anniversary showing of it, with Michael, you, and Dave, and some others in attendance.
Pepe Serna, one of the actors from the film, is going to be
A
there.
local.
Peter Bart, who was the Paramount executive at the time. It's great for a great cause for the Palm Springs Cultural Center, which we're really happy about, supporting that. It's going to be a great night.
It is. So tell our viewers where they can get more information.
If you go to Eventbrite and just search The Day of the Locust, tickets are available now. It's on Saturday, May 25th. And there's a reception at 5:30, the Q&A at 6:30, the movie at 7. It's going to be wonderful.
And they're auctioning off some of my photographs that I took on the film. So all the money from those go to the center.
Oh, what a treat.
No, I'm a firm believer in what Michael and that whole group is trying to do with the Cultural Center. And it's just great ideas. So I hope they just go all the way.
I agree. Thank you so much for sharing this information. We can't wait. What a great event. We'll see you then.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Looks like it is going to be a fabulous event. We'll see you there. Don't go away. When we come back, we talk to Dr. Louise Miller about the importance of checking in on our mental health. And although today is Mother's Day, that means that Dad's Day isn't too far away, and we have a great idea for the dads too. So stay with us. Welcome back to Desert Chat. Well, you know, it is Mother's Day, and of course we love celebrating all the great moms out there in our lives, but we know that we also love to honor all of our great dads too. So guess what? Their day is just right around the corner, and our friends at Pivot Cigar Lounge at Agua Caliente Casino in Rancho Mirage has some great ideas as we gear up for the wonderful men in our lives. Hey, Shauna.
Hi.
So happy to be back at Agua Caliente Casinos because here at Agua in Rancho Mirage, you have this fabulous cigar bar, Pivot. It is amazing, and Father's Day is just weeks away.
Right, it is never too early to start thinking about Father's Day. Get your reservations in early. Pivot is a great place to bring your dad if he is a cigar aficionado. We have hundreds of cigars, different selections, different brands. The bar here, lots of signature cocktails. The Old Fashioned is the best Old Fashioned in town, hands down. Nice. So it's a great experience to get that little smoky effect that they do over here at the bar. And you can also order from the steakhouse here.
Nice. I was going to say the steakhouse is a must for dads as well.
Yes. Forbes 4-star rated 5 years in a row. So of course, that is something very, an excellent experience for dad, I should say. Very, very opulent.
Perfect. And as you said, get your reservations. But you know what I loved when we were here before at Pivot was that they said, if you're a cigar fan, great, but even if you're not a cigar fan, they'll teach you all you need to know. And as you said, that display is amazing of hundreds of selections.
Yes, our bartenders, they are very knowledgeable. So yes, if you want to understand, you know, what cigar would pair great with a certain type of drink, definitely come and ask questions. It's a very comfortable setting, very low key. And we also have our Pivot membership. So that is an annual membership where you get to experience exclusive events, you get discounts on cigars, discounts on renting out our private space here. So yes, Pivot, hidden gem for sure.
I was going to say, a steak, whiskey, and a cigar. What more could Dad want?
I love it. I'm here for it.
Thanks. It is so great, right? I know a lot of men and quite a few women too definitely do love a good cigar. Next up, well, May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and we want to remind all of the moms out there, and really, actually everybody, who do so much, that it is really important to do regular mental checkups. It's crucial that we stay on top of our emotional health. And to that end, did you know that fur babies can actually help us? Let's find out more. Welcome back, Louise, Dr. Miller, if you will. We talked to you last time. We're still in May, and of course, this is Mental Health Awareness Month. So we talked about the importance of applying psychological first aid, that we really take care of our mental health. And this book you've written, this time we're talking about Friends with Benefits. Never underestimate the power of a cold nose, which of course, those of us who have pets know how crucial those relationships are and how they do benefit our wellness and mental health. So talk to us about how you decided to do this book.
This book came about when I was like 12 years old. I received a book that talked about the true stories of animals and humans. And in the book, there was a story about the seeing-eye dogs in Morristown, New Jersey, and how they guide the blind, and how they have to learn intelligent disobedience. So if they tell them to go forward and it's not safe, the dog has to disobey. That fascinated me when I was 12 years old. And then when I was at Harvard, I was in a journalism class, and I was invited to a wedding in Morristown, New Jersey. So I contacted them to see if I could get a tour of the facility, and they said yes. And then at the wedding, as luck would have it, there was a man there with a seeing eye dog, and I interviewed him, and the story got published in his local paper. And over the years, I'd been amassing tons of articles and newspaper clippings about, you know, the benefits of pets. And so during COVID, I took it all. When I was in lockdown, that's when I wrote the book.
Wow, fantastic. And let's talk about the actual chemical changes in our body when we do have pets.
Yes, there's a chemistry change in our brains that happens when we're around our pets, when we're petting a pet. And it doesn't have to be a dog, a cat, it could be any animal actually. And what happens is the blood pressure goes down, your heart rate goes down, stress, the cortisol level goes down in your brain and your body, and it releases. And then on the upswing, oxytocin is increased, which is the bonding hormone between a mother and a baby, dopamine, which is the feel-good hormone, and serotonin, which is a mood stabilizer. Those go up, the bad things go down, good things go up. That's what happens in your brain when you're around a pet.
Wow, I love that. So for all of you who don't have pets out there, every month we have our friends from Palm Springs Animal Shelter, so please adopt.
Yes.
And where can our viewers find more, not only about your book, but about you?
You can get the book on Amazon. It's available on Amazon or on my website. There's a lot of information about the book and about myself on the website, www.louisemillerphd.com.
Perfect, thanks.
Thank you.
That is such great info. Thank you so much, Dr. Miller. It's great to know just how important our fur babies and all of our pets are to us. I think we already probably knew that, but good to hear it again. Well, now it's time for our weekly Spotlight 29 Desert Chat Entertainment Spotlight. Voyage, the Journey tribute band, comes to town, a show that everybody will want to see and you won't want to miss. Friday, June 21st, showtime is 8 p.m. and tickets start at just $20. And then, are you ready for some prime rib? They've got a great prime rib special at Taproom 29. Every Wednesday, savor every bite of Coachella's premium cut, complemented with a colossal baked potato. Only at Spotlight 29 Casino can you really experience a cut above the rest. And are you ready to run for the wall? Come down on May 15th from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. as the Run for the Wall cross-country motorcycle ride to honor veterans and their families, making a stop at Spotlight 29 Casino. Guests are encouraged to make signs and show their support. Great stuff as always. And before we go on this Mother's Day, we want to once again thank all of you moms out there who tune in every week. The moms of littles, of bigs, of in-betweens, the moms of fur babies, the people who take on the roles of moms to nurture and love us into the people that we become. Thank all of you. We are so grateful for all that you do. And I would personally like to thank the very special moms of our wonderful Team Desert Chat. They are amazing. Thanks for creating such awesome human beings. Happy Mother's Day to all. That does it for this week's show. We thank you so much for joining us. Have a great week. And remember, just like your mom said, please help one another and be kind. For Desert Chat, I'm Sandy Newton. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.